Hey there, beautiful people. It's Coach Mike here with your Mindset Monday on this first Friday of the week, coming to you from the car today. I am your health coach, strength coach, educator, motivator, bad jokes, raising hopes, don't let it happen, make it happen, Patty Daddy. Today we're going to talk about complacency versus self-acceptance. So we're going to talk about basically the differences between the two. Now, I 100% believe that all of our results, whether it's fat loss or in life in general, comes from our mindset. Our mindset determines our priorities. It determines how many times a week we work out, how hard we work out, the meals that we plan, the food that we eat, the books that we read, the relationships that we have, the car that we drive, and so on and so forth. And a big part of that mindset is how we view ourselves. So, do we accept ourselves as we are? Or are we complacent and think, hey, you know what, I'll do it whenever. I'll do it when, fill in the blank. So what I'm basically going to do today is just go over a little list of what is self-acceptance, what is complacency, and then you can choose which one you are and see what if there are changes that need to be made. So the difference between complacency and self-acceptance is that complacency comes from a place of ego. Complacency says that I'm good the way I am, and there's no need for me to change, there's no need for me to grow, there's no need for me to improve. Whereas self-acceptance comes from a place of humility. So self-acceptance says that I recognize my worth, but I also I value myself, but even though I have that value and self-worth, I recognize that I need to change, grow, and improve. So self-acceptance is accepting ourselves as we are in that particular moment. It's being who we are and not as society would have us be. Complacency says, I deserve this, versus self-acceptance says, I earned this. Big difference. Complacency is akin to privilege and entitlement. Self-acceptance is akin to ownership and responsibility. Complacency makes excuses and justifies, whereas self-acceptance, it takes actions to rectify when we make mistakes. Complacency is outward focused, and self-acceptance is inward focused. It looks at me. Complacency is it's willful cessation of improvement. Self-acceptance allows us to choose where we want to go with our goals. Complacency is taking things for granted, versus self-acceptance is being full of gratitude. Complacency is stagnant, whereas self-acceptance is fluid. So those are some examples. I'll give you a little metaphor here to go with it. So complacency and self-acceptance is a pond and a stream, respectively. The pond is stagnant and stands alone. It doesn't contain much life. The only life that it contains survives and thrives are amphibians that can come and go as they please. But life that is sustained in ponds are the likes of leeches and mosquitoes. They feed off the blood of others, sucking the life from their victims one bite at a time. On the other side of things, self-acceptance is a stream. Streams, on the other hand, provide a life for all sorts of beings and are continuously and abundantly supplied with nutrients and minerals and everything that they need to sustain. So no part of the stream will ever be the same because it's constantly changing. It's constantly bringing new life and being supplied new life from a source greater than itself. So the question is, looking at some of these things, have you been too complacent for too long? Or have you accepted that changes need to be made in order to become the best version of yourself? Pretty straightforward. So big questions to ask. These are questions that we have to look in the darkest places for the answers that we really need. So I hope that helps. Hope you guys have a little ponder on that. And I will talk to you guys next time. Have a fantastic first Friday of the week.